Today we'll see the concept of average, how we can calculate average if we add a new component. That is, we call it as concept of addition. And then there is concept of deletion, how the average changes if we remove one candidate, and how the average changes if we replace one candidate by another, right? And how to use average in DI. We'll see through some questions how you can use average in DI, right? See, as you all know, average is nothing but, is the sum of numbers divided by numbers. This all of us know, right? But why do we use average? What do we mean by average, right? Average is central tendency. So what do we mean by central tendency? Central tendency means that average is giving us indication about the central value of all the values, right? We have three central tendencies that we mainly use. These are, we have mean, as you all know, we call it as average also. Then we have median, and then we have mod, right? Mod is, very easy, the quantity which is occurring the most of number of time, the frequency is highest. Now between mean and median there is an interesting, relation. See, let us say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quantities with me, right? 5 quantities with me. So if I will sum them all and divide by n, then I will get what we call as average, right? So which will be very much closer to this value. I'm not saying exactly this value will be my average, but this will be very close to this, right? At the same time, this value is my median. This value is my median. Now if statistically I go ahead, I would say, if the gap between the numbers is same, then my median is going to be my mean and mean is going to be my median. Like how if we have 3, 7, 11, 15 and 19, so we'll see that 11 is my average, right? At the same time, 11 is my median also. So median becomes average, right? This is approximately equal to that, even if your values are not, very much in the order. For example, we have 16, we have 18, we have 19, we have 23, we have 27, let us say. So what I will say, my average will be somewhere around this, or maybe like this, right? So what I can say is, even if, if I put numbers in ascending or descending order, the middle number or the median value will be very close to my mean value, right? Median will be very close to mean. So here we can see, here we have, this is just one less and this is three less, this is four more and this is eight more. So my average will be slightly toward this number, right? So it will be somewhere between 19 and 23, let us say 21, 22 shall be my average. I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Yes, Joshi, it will be around 20. So if we want to do it, the other way, just add all the numbers and divide by that. Again, then we will get 20. But here we are just trying to approximate this, right? Okay. So what is the concept of addition and what is the concept of deletion, right? If everyone is clear with the average concept, I move to the next concept. ये अच्छी तरीके से चमक गया हो तो नेक्स्ट कंसेप्ट पे जा सकते हैं. Clear? Right. Now we go with the concept of addition. See, concept of addition is, see, there are already, let us say, 10 candidates whose average is 15. Right. Now a newer candidate with value 20.5 joins the group. Right. We have 10 candidates whose average is 15. So the candidate is 20.5 joins the group. Then I will have 5.5 extra coming to me more than average. Right. This shall be divided among the complete. How many? 11, because 10 was already there, 1 was already there. So it will increase my average by 0.5. See, earlier we are, habitual of doing it in engineering by n1 x1 plus n2 x2 divide by n1 and n2. I am doing the same thing, but in a more, more better, or what you can say, more fluent manner, which is very useful when you are doing it in your averages, right? So this extra person, if it is bringing, the same value, average will not change. So हम कहते हैं If average is added to average, so average remains average, right? Sachin Mishra is asking what is the difference between mean and median. Sachin, I have just explained that mean is based on the values. Mean is based on the values, whereas my median is based on ranking, right? Median is based on ranking. See, middle rank is median, and the middle value is the sum of the value divided by the number of value is my mean or average, right? When the difference between them is same or my data, the variance is low, then my mean and median are very close. If your variance is very high, then mean and median may be very much away from each other, right guys? So I'm not going to standard deviations and other thing, but for this, this should be clear to you. So this concept of addition is clear to everyone. If it is more than average, then extra part will be divided among all new members, right? Extra part, all members, including the new one. This is my increase in average, right? So if I take, the person is less than that, let us say the newer one brings just 9.5, so he is short of 5.5, so 5.5 divided by 11.5 will be deducted from the average. Yes, somebody wants to ask something. Okay. Can you explain again, Rachit? Rachit, still I need to explain again, or you are clear with it? Rachit, could you reply? Okay, Rachit, it is clear now. Okay, so this is the concept of addition. Now comes the concept of concept of deletion. How we can solve the question on concept of deletion, right? See, concept of deletion is, or concept of removal, or concept of a person leaving the group is, let us say we are 12 over here, and the average age of 12 of us is 33 years, right? So for example, now a boy whose age is 20 years, or maybe let us say 22 years, he leaves the group, right? So had it been of 33 years, there would not have been any change in average, because his average is taken away from average, then average remains average, right? So इसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं कि गधों में गधा डालने से गधा गधा ही रहता है, right? Or average is added to average, then average remains average. If average is removed from average, then average remains average. So we are taking 22 and 33, we are taking how much? We are taking 11 less. So this 11 will be benefiting these 11 guys, because one is gone, 11 are left. So one will be increased. My average will become 34 now, right? Otherwise, we'll do 12 into 33 minus 22 upon 11. That should also give me answer as 34. Okay, concept of replacement. See, this is like a block of people. If this is, let us say 15 people are there, a person with a weight of 40 enters, and a person with a weight of 55 leaves the group. So net in this transaction we have a loss of 15 kg. So my average will reduce by -1. My average will reduce by 1 kg, because the number remains same, right? This example of this is now concentrate concrete my average. Yes, this is very simple. आयुष, अगर ये समझना चाहोगे ना तो बहुत मस्त चीज है ये, ठीक है? Okay. Now next, coming to how to use average in DI. Yes, this is very important, right? This we will see today when we'll be doing questions, how we are using questions average concept in our DI. Doubt in replacement. See, in replacement we are not changing the number of people. See, number of people n remains same. So whatever is coming at whatever is going out, so if k is coming in, and let us say l is going out, so k minus l is my net change. This will be divided by n, so this will be the change to the average let us say my P was average. So a person with K comes in and person with L goes out. So K minus L upon N is the change to my P. Is it clear, Vasu? Okay, Sachin wants concept. Yes, Vasu is clear. Sachin, the concept of deletion want to once again. Okay, Sachin, in concept of deletion, if one person goes out with average, then average doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to average. But if one person goes out with more than average, then my average reduces by the difference. If my person goes with less than average, like this happened here, 33 लेके जाना था उसको and the person took 22, so he left 11 for the group and 11 will be divided among the group, that will be 11. Okay, replacement with one example. I will just do Ayush. Don't worry. Okay, Gaurav, I will also take your point when two comes in and one goes out. See, first I will take one by one, and see, in case of replacement, if you have this group of let us say 12 people, and the average is 35 kg, right? Now a person with 28 kg joins the group and person with let us say 34 kg leaves the group, right? So if we say in this whole transaction we lose 6 kg, 6 kg will be divided among 12 people, so everyone will lose zero point 0.5 or half kg, so my average will be 34.5. Now as somebody asked, if there are two coming in and one leaving, so if let us say one more person with 39 coming in, right? So what I will take is I will take one as replacement and another one as addition. See, with this replacement, if I see, this is 29 and this is 67. So this is 34. So net the person of 33 is coming in. Yes, no? So a person with 33 is coming in. Now forget about all this. This is a concept of deletion. The person is bringing 2 less. So my average will be 35 minus 2 upon 13 because now there will be 13 people. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, great. Now let us go to how to use your DI into questions where we are using the average. First, I will give you a little bit a relatively easier question. Then we'll move to slightly tougher one. Right? Okay. There are some books which classify your DI into this way. They classify your DI. They classify it into table, pie, bar, line, mix, or you can classify it as percentage base and then average base. So this is the type of calculation we do, and this is the pictures that we see, right? As far as cat is concerned, this is the only category that you will be getting. What cat will be giving you, no one knows, right? They many a times come up with new type of graphs, but when you are very good at this percentages and averages, and you are very easy able to identify कि यार क्वेश्चन में परसेंटेज करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है, या तो ग्रोथ होगा या एवरेज होगा या रैंक पूछा होगा, कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा चौड़ा काम नहीं है, राइट? You need not worry much about it. Is DI and LR is all about practice, right? Let's move to the next question. Just try, first question. Take your time and give me the answer for this question. So this is college. This is year. This is the number of students studying in a particular college. Just take your time. I'll just let you, go through the graph. Take 1 or 2 minutes to find out the question, right? Yes, I hope you all tried. See, what I can see is none of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. Okay, all of you have almost answered this question. This is 3.21, right? No, not all of you. This is 31 present, and I've got only 21 answers. So many of you are either still calculating or they are doing something else on their laptop. Hmm? Hmm. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, if we see what we are supposed to calculate is percentage increase in number of students in college T in 2007 from previous year. So this is very easy question, right? So it's an easy question where you can. If we see, it is 2180 to 2250. It's very easy question. You have just 70 increase, and it increases from 2180. So are we going to calculate it? No, not at all. But this cannot be answered, this cannot be answered, this cannot be answered. So answer is either this or this. So you can very easily find it out what is answer. So this was the question from percentages in this particular this, right? But okay. So is his voice there now? Are you able to listen my voice now? Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Okay. So this was the question. Now let us assume if we have a question on average, we have to find the. Let us assume we have to find average of t, right? So what kind of questions we will be getting, from this on based on average? Jitendra, this is to make your concepts clear. What kind of questions comes in CAT? I've discussed few questions in the last classes. Then everyone was saying, "Sir, it is going too high on the level." So that's why I've just toned down so as you can make, it helps you understand this thing. This type of question do come in CAT, right? Because this particular question may not come, but the set will come. This was just to make you understand this, right? Okay, so this type of question, okay, so what kind of question you may expect on this? The easier question is, just finding the average of one. Okay, we find the average of T, find the average of S, find the average of R. This can be the question, or find the average of year 2004. This can be the question. So this is the level one question from average. Level two question from average is it's just finding average, right? Level two is you are supposed to find the average of two, and then you have to find the sum or difference, right? But I can ask, what is the difference in average of S and T over the given years? What is the difference in average of S and T? Okay, would you like to try this question? This is level 2. Find the average difference in average of S and T. Difference in average of S and T. Quick. Difference in average of S and T.
पे कोई है कि बहुत लोग
So this question is, you see, you are asked the difference between average of S and T. Let me see the answers that we are getting. Okay, 91.67, 93.75, 5.79, 95, 80, 91.666. Sahil Verma, given answer as to very high accuracy. 91.67. Suryakant. Okay. Okay, Ajitendra is also 91.6666. 264 may not be the answer. Okay, let us see. So we are asked 91.7 Vasu. Okay, let us see. So we were asked the difference between the average of this, right? So the difference between the average can be calculated very easily, right? Okay, Ravi, very good. See, if we see S, all values are, if I see here, this will be sum of all the numbers divide by 6, sum of all the numbers divide by 6. This can be shortened by, we can divide 6 at once. We take sum of this number and take difference and then divide by 6. Rather than dividing it by twice, we divide it only once. Another method is, it is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It is again 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I will cancel it out. I will strike off all of them. So again, I will have 2, 3, 4. I can strike 2, 3, 4 from here, right? And then I'm left with is, what I'm left with is 150 and 250, which is 400 and 40, 440 and 380, 780 and 80. It is 860, right? Minus what I'm left over here is 110 and 180, 290, 290 and this 300, 350 minus 350. So what I'm left with is 510 approximately. Divide by 6. So this will give me around, okay, 510 divided by 6, approximately 90. Approximately 90. I need to be very careful while adding and subtracting these numbers. Even if one number is wrong, we will get all the answers. We'll be getting something else for the answers, right? For example, this is 150, 250, 400, 440 and 820 plus this should be 900. This should be 900. So 900 minus 350 is 550. 550 divided by 5 should be the answer. So this is, let us say 91.66 is what you say, right? So rather than summing up all dividing by 6, then summing up all dividing by 6, we can simply do that. Again, we can strike out these values like 180, 380, it is 200, right? So this way 90, 90, you can cut it out. All this is to simplify the calculation. You need not necessarily do it, right? You have calculator in CAT, but not in other exams. Yes, Nitya, right? In exam you have calculator with you, right, in CAT, but their calculator, using calculator is not very easy because you have to use it with mouse, first thing. Second thing, only CAT provides you the calculator, and by the time you're doing calculation it is too late, right? It takes so much of time, right? So what we do is, we are not basically trying to calculate, we are trying to understand this. See, I am more interested in the difference of the numbers, right? So what I can do is, I have one more option, right? I can just see the difference of the numbers and then add it up, right? Let me see the difference of the numbers. Difference of the numbers. Here it comes out to be 130, right? Here it is 110. Here it is 70. Here it is 90. Here it is 70. Here it is 80. So my average will be this, because I am asked the average difference of the average, or average of the difference, one and the same thing. So if I want to check it out, this will also give me very good approximation. 240, 240, and this gives you 400, 470, 550 divided by 6 is the answer, right? So this is another approach. I hope this approach is also clear to everyone. Yes, we take the difference and then sum them up all. Okay. Let me move to the next question. What is the total number of students from all the colleges together in year 2005? Year 2005. Quick. Last, Rakesh, I will just repeat. Rakesh Patnaik. You, I will go to the back to the previous question. You take as what you do is you take the gap of these number. This is 130, and then 110, then it is 70, then it is 100. Sorry, 90, then 70, and then 80. Then sum them up all. 550 divide by 6 will give you 95. Okay. Okay. Ajit calculated the average. Average was not asked. It was just the sum of numbers was asked to us. 13150 is the right answer. Absolutely. Let us see. We are asked the sum of 2005. Sum of 2005. Okay, this is the question. Sum of 2005. So sum of all these values will be my answer, right? So here we see यार 2000 तो सबका है ना, तो 12,000 तो साइड पे रख लो, right? Because we have 6 and we have 2000 for everyone, so 12,000 is there. So this is not the answer, and we don't have last digit other than 0, so this is not the answer. This is not the answer. Either answer is this or this one, right? Answer should be 12,000 plus. So we have 40 and 340 and 740, 940 and 1030 plus 121, 3150, right, 1150. So 1150 added to this will give you 13150, right? This is what you need to develop. You need not, for example, if I am asked, average of these numbers, right? 250, this 0, this. So my average of this will be slightly higher than this. Why? Because I have number with 2400, 2400. I have number with 2300, which is more than 2300, right? Now I have values like 22, 25, but here at this 22, 22 can go out, right? Then we have these values which are 2150, 2150, right? This 2090 and approximately 2090 can go, or maybe this 40 can. So there will be a plus of 500 in our value, or 400 or 500 in our value. So if I have to calculate the difference of average of 2004 or 5, okay, Sanjay, you're right. If I have to calculate the difference of value of 4 and 5, how I can do that is, if I have to find the difference in average of 2004 and 2005, I will do is I will chuck it out, this go, and I will be left with 50, right? See, 2200 and 2200 will go. I will again left out with 50, 2300 and 2300 will go. 20202040, so I will have 20 here, right? And then this is 20, 50 and 20, 20 plus 50, 20, this will cut out, we'll have 10 over here. So if you take this value, so we are having 500, 50, 50, 610 and 90 here. So we have 520 as the difference. Divide by 6 will be my difference in average. I hope I am clear to everyone. Okay. So this way you can calculate the question on average. Please try this question. From my side, there is no issue with the voice. I hope it is clear. Now it is clear, Nityan. Nityanand? Not able to connect, I think. Okay, people are calculating. Yes. Okay, everyone else, please calculate. It's Vijay and Suresh. It cannot be 11 and 23. Let us see. See, my question was number of students in college P in 2008 forms what percentage of total number of students in that college from all years together, right? P in 2008. P in 2008 is this value. So P in 2008 is this value. Now this value is what percentage of total values of, right? Total all the years together. So all the years from P. So this is what we need to calculate, right? It is absolutely 18, right? So usually what people do is they what they do is they do 2540 divide by sum of all the numbers. This is 25 plus 20, it is 45, and then 66, 66 and 63, 23, 89, and 89, then you have 25 gives you 114. Okay, 114, and then 23, 137. So 13780. Let us see, is it the calculation? This is 13780, right? So this is the calculation most of you will be doing, right? Right, absolutely right. And then you will be finding the percentage. Yes. Let us see pizza approach. Anyone having any problem with Hindi? Can I go ahead with Hindi? This particular example. Anyone having any problem with Hindi? Just this pizza method I will be explaining to you. No problem. No problem. Anyone please let me know. Right? Okay. मान लो यार आप 6 लोग हैं और आप लोग पिज़्ज़ा खाने गए, है ना? ये पिज़्ज़ा खाने के लिए गए हैं, ये पिज़्ज़ा है ना? तो देयर आर 6 ऑफ यू आर देयर. सो पिज़्ज़ा वाला थोड़ा उसका अच्छा नहीं था हाथ, सो ही कुड कट बाय ओनली दिस वे, राइट? He couldn't do exact cutting, right? Is it clear? So this pizza person cut pizza like this, right? From now we see this is the I think this is the largest piece. This is the second largest piece. This is third largest, fourth, fifth. Okay, are there more than required pieces? Okay, sixth, 7th and 8th, right? These are 8 pieces. Now if I want to ask the share of this pizza, this slice of pizza, had it been equally cut, it should have been 1 by 8. So it should have been 12.5, right? Again, this pizza which is number 8, this should also be in 12.5%. Is it clear to everyone? Am I clear? अगर हम इस पिज़्ज़ा को इक्वली काटते, बिल्कुल डायग्राम मतलब ज्योमेट्री को इस्तेमाल करके काटते यार, तो ये 1/8 होता और ये 12.5% होता, ये भी 12.5% होता। तो जो बट बट अगर ये पिज़्ज़ा इक्वल होता तो, बट क्योंकि ये वाला पिज़्ज़ा जो है ये थोड़ा बड़ा है फर्स्ट वाला, सो माई आंसर फॉर फर्स्ट विड बी स्लाइटली मोर देन दैट, समवेयर अराउंड 14%, right? But not more than 40. And the answer for this would be somewhere less than that, let us say 11 or 10%. Is it clear to you? And those who are ranked 4th and 5th, they will be 12.5%. It's just an approximation, Ayush. It can be 15, it can be, but it will not be 20, let us say, right? We just move to the next higher part. Like if it is 1 by 7, then it is 14.28. So we'll just keep it less than the next fraction, right? But it will not, it should not go less than the next fraction by and large. Okay. Now, this was for 8 pizza के लिए ये था. Now, no, we are not 8, we are 6. We are 6. Okay, let me draw a slightly better pizza. थोड़ा अच्छा पिज़्ज़ा ड्रॉ करते हैं. So let us say, okay, this is the ready-made pizza to us. So we'll cut like this, and one like this, and one like this. So each one should be getting 16.66%. The topper will be getting slightly more than that, and the bottom one will be getting slightly lesser than that. Yep, Joshi, you're absolutely right. It should be 16.6. Now, let us see this. In this whole 6 people, this is rank 1, this is rank 2, and so on. This is rank 3, this is rank 4, this is 5, this is 6. So if I want to calculate percentage of this will be slightly more than 16.66%. It will be right 17.5 or 18%. At the same time, if I calculate the percentage of this one, not able to connect. Okay, is voice audible? If we see the percentage of the last one, it will be lesser than that, will be around, let us say 15%, right? But if we see the percentage of 4th and 5th, 3rd and 4th, it should be somewhere around exactly 16.66%. Is it clear to you all? Sachin, Yash, Joshi, is it clear? Right, clear. So if I randomly ask you what is the percentage of, let us say, 2006 in this value. So here we'll say, okay, 2150 is the lowest one over here. The lowest one over here in 2006, out of Q I am calculating the percentage. So what I will say is this will be around 14% or maybe lesser than that, right? This is 14%. You may check, calculate and check it out later, right? If you want to calculate this percentage, see, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the fourth one. So it will be, right, let us say 16% because it is fourth. So 16 point something or 16 is the approximation average percentage share of this. Here we say 1, this is rank 1, this is 2, 3, 4, all are in descending. So if we see this, this again will be approximately 16%, right? And here we see the value is again increasing continuously. This will be approximately 16%. Here value is, this is my highest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is fifth number. My percentage would be around 15.5% or maybe 15%, right? Okay, clear to everyone. Right. Shall I move to the next question? I hope you enjoyed this concept. Okay. Okay. How we think it may be 14 or 16%? No, Nitya, see, it is like if it is rank, middle rank, so it will be near the average. It will be 16.66 if it is the middle rank. If it is the first rank, which is the highest value, it should be 18, 19. Then further you see the value and then you can approximate it, right? Okay. So the answer is 18 here, right? Without much calculation. Can you try it out? What is average or number of students in all colleges together in 2004? We have to find the average of 2004. Yes, absolutely, Nityan. If your calculations are too close, then you have to, go by paper and pen, and maybe you have to go to the next exact level, right? But cat, they want you to understand the concept rather than just doing the calculation. See, if calculator is given to you, it means you will not be allowed to use the calculator. देखो यार, कैट में जैसे कैलकुलेटर दिया हुआ है ना, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि कैलकुलेटर को यूज करना अलाउ नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? मतलब वो टाइम ही नहीं देंगे इतना, और ऐसे क्वेश्चन बहुत कम आएंगे. ओके, आंसर इज 2278. 2278. Let us see how we calculate it. See, the longer method is we sum up all and then do it. Easier method is you check out this 2. This 2 is not required, right? Okay. Then quickly what you do is 500 and 250, 750 and 450 is your 1200, and 150 will be 1350 plus 1800 1650, and then it is around 1600 approximately. So if you divide by 6, right, it is slightly more than 250, so it is 1670, 1680. So you can say it will be around 250, 260, right? So your answer will be 2260. Nearest to 2260 is 2278, right? Is it clear to everyone? Rather than just summing it up and calculating, you can use this. Yes, 1670, I just took it, and then you divide it by, the 6 you will be getting. Now let us say if we have 1617 to be divided by 6, we should not be dividing it actually. You see, if it is 1500 divided by 6, ये 250 हो जाता, 250 हो जाता. अगर 1800 by 6 होता तो ये 300 हो जाता. So it is 1670, it should be around 280, right? This is how you calculate. See, let us assume 6 friends went out for a dinner, right? If the expense is 1500, So each one will touch 250. If the expense is 1800, then you quickly do calculation that it is 300, and you ask the what is the bill. Somebody says it is 1700, so you don't take out calculator and divide by 6. You say okay, it should be approximately 280, right, or 285. This is how you do it. Kushagar Gupta says, please repeat. Kushagar, which concept? The last one? After this question, I will just repeat that. Before I start explanation of this question, I will repeat that. Right? Just try this question. See, this question is very easy. Yes, Ayushi got it absolutely right. It is 473 and 470. See, what we see here is S in 2006 and 9. 6 और 9 का S ले लेंगे. S in 2006 and 9. If you see, it is 220, 233 and no, sorry, S in 2006. This value and 2009. So if I add it up, it will be 374730, and then U in the same year, 2260 and 24. So this is 470. It's very easy. And let me go back to the last question as somebody asked. See, average number of students all here 2004. 2004 का सबका average निकालना है. So we'll take all the first we will eliminate, right? 2000 we will leave. We have 500 plus 250 and this is 700, so 1200. So 1200 and 300 is 1500. 1650 and 1670. This is how we do it. Divide by 6, we get the answer. And when we were to approximate, it is 1670 pro 6. This is what we have to calculate. See, we know 1800 upon 6 will be 300. We know 1500 upon 6 will be 250. So this will be somewhere around this, and our options are quite away from each other. So this is the best answer. Okay, Kushagar. So this is new set. Can you please solve it? Take your time and try to solve this set. Ajit and Ajit and Gaurav and Rachit, please read question carefully. Please read question carefully, guys. I am repeating, guys. Hindi, English, and science. Hindi. Sorry, there is one statement missing. This is the percentage of marks. So the statement is missing here. Please consider it. Yes, Ajitendra, you are right. This is I just somehow missed writing it. It is percentage marks, right? It is percentage marks. That's why we are given out of this, right? It is percentage marks. So now please calculate when it is percentage marks. It is not absolute marks, it is percentage marks. Sabiha Hassan, yes, it is 78. 78 and 78.8, we have two close options. You have to be very careful while calculating. These are two close options, so you have to be very careful while answering. Yes, Ashwarya, it is 78.8. Let us see. Sorry. See, here we have Hindi, English, and science. So, Hindi, this one, English, English, and science. So, he's asking about us about the percentage of marks, right? No, it's average marks. And then yes, so we have to calculate the average. How do we calculate the average? We first find the marks of this person in this, and this in this, this in this, sum it up, divide by 3, we shall be getting the answer, right? It is Vijay, yes, Vijay and Nitya, it is this. So it will be, if we go with calculation, it will be 175 into 74% plus 80 is 68%, then 125 42%, then divided by 3. This is what you will be getting as an average marks. This divided by obviously by 100, you shall be getting your value, right? So this is slightly lengthy question, but how to approach this question, right? If in exam you get this kind of question, how will you, what you will be doing it, right? what we do is, see, this is the one method which is quite reliable and will not take much time, but yes, it will still take time, or you can use calculator in this to find the answer. But if you don't want to use calculator, then you have to be bit tricky while calculating this question, right? See, this is 125, 40%, it will be 50, right? I'm leaving the 2% side, right? And then 80's 70% is your 56, right? Again, I am subtracting 2%. Here I am leaving 2%, which I have to take it later. See, this is 175 and 74. Had it been 72, so plus 2, so I will take, leave 7 by 4 of 172, or maybe 72 plus 175, which is 3 quarters of 72 is your 54. So 72 and 54 is your 126. So 126, 56, and this you can take it out and you can leave this part, right? But as we have two options very close, we cannot be very sure about our answer. So we have to calculate 2% of this. How much is this? This is your 3.5, and then subtract 2% of this, which is 1.6, minus, and 2% of 125, which is 2.5. So this is your 6 minus 1.6, which is approximately 4.5, which you need to add later, and this will be 126 plus 56 plus 50. It shall give you 1 2, it will be your 106, 232. So 232 divide by your 3 shall be your answer, right? 232, or you can add 4.5 here only, and then you can get 236.5 divided by 3 as you can get your answer. This will be approximately 78.8. So this is a pure calculation based question, right? अगर हमारा option close है, we can just eliminate this one, but we cannot anything about average marks on this, right? So in this type of average question, what you need to do is you need to just calculate and get the answer. There is no way out because the base has changed. Base has changed. So if we are not having the same base, we'll not be able to get the answer through any shortcut. Or only thing we can apply is apply some approximation, right? I could have removed this or forgotten this 2%, right? Considering 2% error in my calculation, but as my options are very close, they are less than 1% close to each other, so I cannot remove or go away with this 2%. See, 84 and 82, you can, like with first calculation, you can go away with this, but with other, it is not very, it's not possible, right? So you have to calculate it. You have to calculate it, right? See, if you want to calculate it by weighted average, that can also be done, right? I can try it out with weighted average, and that might help you, but again, you have to do lots of calculation to reach to that level. Okay. Okay, Ayush. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Average marks obtained by all the students in science. No, Kushagar, answer should not be divided by 380 because we are not finding the percentage of marks. We are finding just the average of the marks. So had it been the percentage of marks, then we should have divided it by this 80. And then question would have been much easier then, right? Question would have been much easier. See, it was divided by 3 and then 100. So this was separate. Dividing by 100 for percentage, dividing by 3 for average. Ayushi got it as 88.75. First we have to take the average of percentage. If your base is common, you can take the percent average of percentage, and then you can calculate your percentage, right? Earlier in the last question the base was not same, so we should not have taken simple average of these three values and then divided it by 3. No, here we can do so. We sum it up all, divide by 6, then we can get the percentage of this, right? How we do that? Because it is asking about the average marks, not the percentage of marks. So what we will do is in this this is 7, 14, 15, and 6 will be here. It is 26 to carry, and then 17, 25, 25, and 15 is your 40, and 426. 426 divided by 6 into 125 by 100, which is straight away you can write it as 5 by 4, right? So if we want to calculate this, this number is divisible by 6, so we'll divide by this 71. So this is 71 into 5 by 4, right? So it is 355 divided by 4, which is 88.75. So my answer will be none of these, right? 88.75 will be none of these. Yes, those who all answered 88.75 are absolutely right. So it should be 88.75 with none of these as the answer, right? I'm moving to the next question. It was relatively easy question, but you need to be very careful while doing this kind of questions. Once again, last step. See, this was you must be wondering how I calculated this step so fast, right? I will just explain you this thing. See, this is 355 by 4. So had it been 360 by 4, it should have been 19%, 90%. I am 5 by 4, which is 1.25, right? So minus 1.25, it is 88.75. Next question. What is the ratio of marks scored by E in science and that in Hindi? Marks of E in science and marks of E in Hindi. Marks of E in science to the marks of E in Hindi. Sahil and Ayushi are very quick in answering. It has 35 and 83. See, if we see the E in science is how much? 125 is 49%, right? To E in Hindi. E in Hindi is 175's 83%. Now first you see it is out of 175 and it is 80. It is out of 170, 125 and it is around 50%. So obviously, these three answers are wrong. Why? Because my value, by percentage, I am in ratio 5 ratio 3. This is 5 approximately and this is 8. So I am by percentage, I am 5 ratio 8, and still this is your 125, this is your 175. So it will further, ratio will, it's a larger number here, it is a smaller number here, so the ratio will further worsen. So it should be at least double or triple to that value. So these are not the answers which are absolutely very close to this, right? At the same time, 83 is a prime number. 83 is a prime number, and prime number never dies. Remember it. Prime number never dies. Prime number कभी मरता नहीं है, otherwise उसका दूसरा prime number उसको खा जाए, right? So 83 shall be there in the answer. So 83 should be there in the answer. Bhargavi, it should be A option, not B option. Okay. Let's see one more question. If you are asked to, find the average marks of anyone, right? Average marks of anyone, then what you have to do is you have to, like we have done it for F for 3, you have to do it for all. But still you can apply some approximation here, right? If you get the average marks of some student in some subjects, right? You can just take the approximate value of it. For example, if we have to find the average marks of A, right? So we see here it is 87%, it is 84%, it is 97%, it is 66%, 39%, 84%. So I see more or less the average is around 84, 84, 84. For this is, it is more than 84, this is less than 84, and this is going less than, much less than that. So if I take, this is around 13 more than 84, and this is around, let us say 18 less than 84. So, and this is 7. So approximately for this and this, the average can be assumed as 84%, right? For this value, which is more or less, to 120, which is almost same like that. So this is 40%, which is 44% less than that. So this 44 will be divided among 6. So my average will approximately be 78% approximately, right? So I will divide it among 5, let us say. So in fact 75% can be the of average score of it. I can simply ignore the weightage of all of them because it will affect, but more or less the average percentage of the student will come to be 75, right? I hope I am clear. Should I repeat it? क्या मैं रिपीट करूं बेटा इसको कि ए के एवरेज, ए का परसेंटेज मार्क्स पूछा हो तो कितना बताएंगे हम? व्हाट शुड बी परसेंटेज ऑफ ए? Suryakant, the base is different. We cannot do this actually, but just to reach near to the value, we can do this. Otherwise, you know the long method how we should be doing it. See, if my base is not right, I am supposed to find the percentage, and if percentage of all the numbers is not varying much, like majority of numbers, the percentage is not varying. So for one or two, I can just take it. Let us see for this, let us go it again once. See, it is 87, it is 84%, it is 84%. So there are three values which are near to this thing. This is 3% more than 84. this is 13% more than 84, this is around 18% less than 84. So if I take all these, by and large, taking the average for this 5, it should be 84, isn't it? Whatever the base will be, it will be by and large 84, because this is 175, this is 80, this is 125, this is 100. So मोटा मोटी ये 84 आ जाएगा, राइट? हो सकता है यार 83.5 आ जाए, हो सकता है 84.5 आ जाए, राइट? बट ये नहीं है कि 80 आ जाएगा, और ये भी नहीं है कि 90 आ जाएगा, राइट? सो इट विल बी 84%. नाउ 84% of some base, and we are taking, which is value of 5 numbers, and we are taking 39 of a base, which is value of a one number, right? So this is around 45 less than that, which will be divided by 9, by 5 numbers, because this 5 will be getting affected by this 39, or let us say 6 numbers, because all 6 will be participating. So this is approximately 7% will come out, 7.5%. I will reduce this value by 7.5%, because had it been 84%, the average would have remained 84 only. But now it is 39, which is 45 less than that. This 45 का खमियाजा ये 6 लोग भुगतेंगे, राइट? और ये 6 लोगों को 7.5 आएगा, तो यार इसमें से 7.5 अप्रोक्सीमेटली कम कर दो, राइट? तो ये आ गया 77 आ गया ये यार, राइट? अब मान लेते हैं कि दिस वैल्यू इज मच लार्जर. सी हाउ दिस 120 इज बैलेंस्ड. सी दिस इज 125, so कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. This is slightly more, this is slightly less, this is slightly less. So this 175 will give something to this, something to this, making all of more or less balanced. So this answer will be 77% approximately. Right? I am again saying this is an approximate answer, not the exact answer. Sahil, it will definitely affect it, but by what value these marks are different from each other? Had it been 400, right, and had it been 20, I would definitely not consider this as the weight, making any dent in this to this, right? This will be only considered 120, and this all is, see, 175. Let us see. Up to this point, are you okay? 84% for all this and 39% for remaining. Right. Now you see, this is your 175 and 80, 250. 250 and 120, it is around 380. 380 and 100 is your 480. And 480 and 35 is 520. So this is approximately 520, and this 39 is approximately 120. So you can do it, a1 b1 divided by that you can do it, n1 x1 divided by n plus n2, right? That way also we'll get the same answer. We will be getting approximately 77. And this is, I'm just telling you the approximation, I'm not telling you the exact thing. See, we didn't apply this in the first question, Ayush, because my options were very close. Had it been 78, 77, I would have applied it very easily, right? But my options was 77, 78 and 78.8. तो यार इतना पास पास में है ना, 1% का भी एरर नहीं है. You try to see the error. If my options are 78 and 79, so my error in the difference in the option is 1%. I cannot approximate much. But my options is 78 and 85, so my error is 10%. I can very easily approximate. Right? Is it clear? Ayush? Okay, Ayush. Right? This is just I'm telling you in case you get it. So just take 1 minute and try to find the percentage for B. Approximate percentage for B. Average percentage for B. Ayush. Good, Ayush. Find approximate percentage for B. Find approximate percentage for B.
आगे मिल रहा है
74 approx 70, 70.5. Okay, let us see it. Let's see this one. See, this is 58. This is 58. This is 68. This is 87, 74, 57, 79. So if we see this is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5 and 6 are very close to each other. So does 1 and 2 are not. So 1, 2, 3. So I can take 74 as an, but still it will be lesser than that. We take 70 as an average, right? If I take 70% as an average, 70 as an average, I will see this is plus 4, right? This is plus 17, right? This is my minus 13, and this is plus 9, and this is minus 2 approximately. It can be ignored also. This can be minus 12. So we have minus 12, minus 13, right, with base 120 and 175, and we have plus 17 with base 125. So this can be simply taken as plus 4, right? Because 120, 120 base 1 plus 4. And this can be ignored, right? With this one, this is slightly more than that. So we are having plus 4 from there, and plus 9 over here, but this base is very small. So it can again be ignored. We take plus 4 and plus 5, it is minus 12 over here. So by and large 70 can be the answer. 70 can very safely be assumed as the answer. Yes, you are absolutely right. Vijay, Nitya, and Bhargavi, you got 70 as answer. This is how we do it, right? With calculating without calculating. Otherwise, you could have spend more amount of time. See, Bhavya, you have done 74, which is slightly on a higher side. Why? Because 74 is my third number, but the fourth number and fifth and sixth number are too low. So I cannot just go ahead with 74 as and this number. So it should be slightly lesser than that, but still it's not a bad approximation. It's not a bad approximation either. Right, guys? So let us do the last question for today. Okay. No, 77. Okay, 71. Yes, Ajitendra, 77 is also okay. Bhavya, okay. Okay, let's go to the last question. Yes, 3. 3 is the answer. It's very close. We have to see 101 marks in science subject. So rather than calculating the percentage for each, we calculate the percentage for 101. So this will be how much? This will be 101 divided by 125 because it is in science. It is slightly higher than 80%, but not higher than 81%, right? Because 100 by 125 is your 80%. 101.25 divided by 125 is your 81%, right? So how many students are not able to opt science? So these three will be able to opt, and these three will not be able to opt science. So answer should be 3. Okay guys, any doubt? So before we wind up the class today, I hope you enjoyed this part. Any suggestions and any feedback is welcome. Ajit, I will take more on percentages part. We'll do some questions which were based on percentage and average also, but mostly on the percentage. I will be slightly increasing the level of the class, and you will be doing questions on percentages, growth, percentage growth, and a number of questions on that. See, you can get this kind of question in your book given by Arun Sharma sir. I will also try to give you the book also. You can take Arun Sharma sir's book, and there you can do. I will also give you some notes. Don't worry. Okay, good night everyone. Shabak Khair. I hope you all enjoyed the session, and you can send the feedback. Next class, you have the Anjali will be able to tell, and just share feedback either here or on my mobile. That will be great. Okay. Any quick thing you want to tell before I sign off? D class is equipping us in applying approximation methods. Thanks, sir. This is first class of yours. Okay, I will have more classes. Don't worry. Yes, Ajit, I will take one more class before reaching to the next level class questions, because once we reach there, and then we'll be doing that level questions only. We'll do plenty of questions of that level, right? It's just that everyone should be with us when we are doing these questions, right? Yes, yes, yes. Don't worry. We'll have good number of advanced level questions. Right. Okay. Bye, guys. See you then very soon. Bye bye. Shabak Khair. God bless you all.